Hello, Spooky Fam, and welcome back. I'm Mercy Desdemona, and this is an episode of Weird Theories. I'm going to put my disclaimer here. In this series, I go ahead and I find a bunch of theories on the internet and we come together and talk about them. I am not here having to push any theories into your brain or anything like that. I want you all to think for yourselves and just have fun talking about these. Some theories are really bizarre, some of them will make you go, hey, wait a minute, and all that good stuff. It's just all in good fun. So, yes, let's get into it. The Twitter poll, you guys voted for Charles Manson. Now, because of Manson and the Manson family being such a big deal, there are several theories. And for video time's sake, for this episode, I've only picked 4. If you would like a part 2 of Weird Theories of Manson, please let me know in the comments down below. And before we get started too deeply, if you like horror movies, true crime, weird theories, and basically you're the weird kid grown into weird adults, consider subscribing and joining the spooky family. And all my social media links are down in the description down below and all that good stuff. So now let's get into it. I picked 4 theories to discuss tonight, and here we go. The first theory, there's a bunch of people that believe that we as the public don't know the full story. They believe the event happened. Like we're not being too lied to, but at the same time, we don't know the full story. These people believe that the event was just bizarre, and they've, studied a lot of interviews and such, and they see a couple plot holes, like people's stories have been changing, and there was a lot of people involved, and they just think that the public will never know the truth about what happened, like the causes or anything like that. It will be up for speculation forever. And they also think that Manson himself was just, a really bad, insane individual who was able to influence people really easily, and he wanted the spotlight no matter what. So whether it be good or bad, he just wanted to be in it. And that's just how it went. People think that there's more to it. They don't believe that Sharon Tate and all that were the only murders. They believe that there was like a series of them and different members of the family that we don't know about that possibly could have kept up some, unsolved killings throughout the decades. And also like how, Manson, people were reaching out to him and people idolized him in some way, and so they had contact with him even when he was in prison. So they feel like the Manson family never actually ended, and that the truth is hidden from us, that there's a lot more and we'll never be told about them. Theory number two. Theory number 2 was very weird when I read comments on the stuff that I've been researching, but we'll get into that. Theory number 2 is that Manson really was the charismatic cult leader. He was very good at convincing people to do anything that he wanted them to do. He had power. I personally would take one look at the guy and be like, yeah, no, I'm not going to listen to a damn thing he said, but hey, I guess it's easy for me to say because I wasn't alive back when this stuff happened. But these people, in a sense, believe everything that we're told is true, 100%. We know the full story, there's no question about it. But what I noticed is that like the people that really love this theory, and I'm not saying all, but from a lot of the comments when researching this one, is they were what I call like Manson groupies, because they were so fascinated by how he technically didn't murder anybody. You know what I mean? And that he used psychology and the mind and all that. So, like, they were really obsessed with him. Pretty much Manson worshipy. It was kind of bizarre. Number 3, Manson was a wannabe rock star. We know that now. His music is basically on YouTube and everything. So I guess essentially he got what he wanted. But he was an angry soul, and he did the killings to get back at a music producer who didn't want to work with him, and he was so obsessed with fame that he didn't care how he got it, which kind of goes with theory one a little bit. But this one more focuses on like the music industry side. They believe like he lost his mind, and oh, that's just how musicians get, and it's people who are trying to push the obsession with music, like he was obsessed with the Beatles, and they're saying like, oh, because he was obsessed with that music, that's why, he felt like he needed the fame too and the spotlight, and trying to blame music for his woohoo-ness. And again, like these top three all focus on Manson's fame in some way, but all slightly different. And he would do anything for it. He wanted to be like them. He viewed them as gods in some way. He used it to start other issues. It's a big theory about how like he's somehow connected to bigwigs in the industry, and it was his way of saying F you to them by showing them how powerful he was by committing the killings. This theory, there wasn't too much deeper that I could go into. I wish there was more. I'm going to take a look, and if there is more that I found out, I will share with you guys. Number 4. This one is a doozy. Now, this one would take about like an hour or so long to deep dive into. I have found several people who believe this theory. So if you want to deep dive into this theory, let me know in the comments down below. I will make that like a separate thing. But this one is interesting. This one is that the Tate murders were a false flag under Operation Chaos. The people who believe this theory believe that it was all a production of Hollyweird, or Hollywood. But they're pretty weird out there, I'm not gonna lie. So they believe that it was a full-blown production, that all theories that you and I know were created by both sides of the media to throw us off from the truth, and that basically this was used to make the anti-war and the hippie movement look bad. The media used Manson to portray basically anti-war people, hippies, anybody with a different thought from the narrative as like these crazy weirdos. People who believe this theory also pointed out that they were essentially living on a movie set, and it was burned down where all evidence could not be really taken a look at. And they believe everybody involved was actors, even Manson himself. They believe that the videos we see of him in courtrooms and in prison, it was all part of a set, and it was just an ongoing operation to keep people distracted from certain truths going on. And they believe that Sharon Tate's death photos are actually staged with special effects and just full-blown Hollywood production. Let me see, what did I write else? Am I missing anything in this one? So, nope. So they basically feel like the whole event was staged to take the public off focus of, things going down at the time with the wars, with the weird way society was back then, and they just kept it going over the years because people ended up basically worshiping this guy, kind of like the people in theory number 2. So they just kept it up as part of Operation Chaos. So yeah, that was an interesting one. It does go deeper than that, but I don't really. It's a weird one. So here we go. We got theory 1, 2, 3, and 4. Theory 1, we don't know the full truth, so we don't really know what to say about it. Number 2, it happened, and you're basically a Manson groupie. This is all a joke, I kid, whatever. Number 3, he was trying to piss off the music industry somehow, and the acting industry and all that shit, and he was just trying to get back at people and show how powerful it was. And number 4, it was a part of Operation Chaos. So I hope I don't get like shadow banned or something for discussing number 4, but hey, I like talking these weird theories, and again, it's all in good fun. Which one do you believe? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you have your own theories about Manson and the Manson family? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video, it helps a lot. And yeah, if you want part 2, let me know. I will get that to you. Don't forget to go over to my Twitter. Link will be in the description. You can go to all my links, and my Twitter's right there. I will be putting up a new poll for you guys to vote on the next Weird Theories episode. There will be no Chamber of Horrors tonight. I had to refilm this one. I had it done yesterday, and then there were some editing mistakes with the audio, so I had to redo it. So here we are, and I will resume Chamber of Horrors next Saturday. Okay, that is all for today. Put your tinfoil hats away for this evening, and I will catch you guys later. Bye!